Aloha! This is Robert from listwithrobert.com. Welcome to my channel and beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Robert and I am a real estate agent and real estate investor from Oahu, Hawaii. This is my channel where I talk about real estate, business, entrepreneurship, money, and of course, beautiful Hawaii. Real estate has been a great way how to secure financial freedom for many of years. The wealthiest men on the planet invest in real estate not just because of passive income and appreciation it can create, but also because of tax benefits it comes with. Real estate industry created more millionaires than any other industry in the world. But is it a still good idea to invest in real estate in 2021, or is there a real estate market crash coming up? I would love to bring these kind of videos to you on the regular basis, but in order for me to do so, I need to grow my audience, and that's where you come into play. I know that more than 90% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed, so please help me out and subscribe. And while you're at it, make sure you smash that like button as well and hit the notification bell. Just a short disclaimer, before you decide to invest in real estate, you should definitely do your own research, because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy doing a YouTube videos online. And this video is for entertainment purposes only. And now, without further ado, let's get started. In order for us to crack the real estate code, we're gonna look at 4 different categories, where number 1 is gonna be interest rate. And you might be asking, what drives interest rates going up or going down? Well, there are 3 major components. Number 1 is Federal Reserves. This government institution sets the Fed funds rate, and this rate determines how much banks pay for overnight borrowing. It directly influences short-term rates like credit cards or variable interest rates. Number 2 is investor demand for US Treasury notes and bonds. This demand directly affects the fixed interest rates. And just to break this down, when there is a high demand for US Treasury notes and bonds, the interest rates tend to go down. When there is no interest from investor side, the interest rates tend to go up. The last component which affects interest rates is banking industry. And this is exactly what happened in 2020. The banks simply couldn't keep up with the demand from people for mortgages and refinances. That's why the banks decided to raise the interest rate up just to keep up with the demand. Now, when we know what drives interest rates, let's dig deeper and see what else we can find out about interest rates. Well, at the last meeting in December 2020, Federal Reserve pledged to keep interest rates near to zero until 2023. Freddie Mac, which is government-owned corporation that buys mortgages and has been tracking interest rates for the past 50 years, announced that in December 2020, the most popular home loan program interest rates fell down to historically lowest point of 2.66%. Their statistics also show that interest rates for the same product fell down in 2020 to historically lowest point 16 times. Same corporation released a forecast in mid-October of 2020 that interest rates for 2021 will remain around 3%. Another government corporation similar to Freddie Mac is called Fannie Mae. They predict that in 2021 the interest rates will remain unchanged and will be ranging between 2.7% to 2.8%. To sum up the interest rates category, with all the information available to us, it is fair to assume that in 2021 the interest rates will remain unchanged or below 3%. Nice. Number 2 category which affects the real estate market is supply and demand. According to November statistics released by NAR, which is National Association of Realtors, home supply on the market is at 2.3 months. And what does that mean? Well, if we would stop accepting any new properties coming on the market and sell off whatever is on the market right now, it would take us about 2.3 months. Home supply is a great indicator which tells us whether we are in a seller's market or buyer's market. Each real estate market has a different thresholds, but if we're talking about USA in general, our magic number is 6 months, which means that if home supplies is 6 months or greater, we are in a buyer's market, and whatever is below 6 months indicates that we are in the seller's market. Another important piece of information from November NAR statistics is days on the market. This indicates how much time on average each property spends on the market before it gets under contract and it gets sold. In November 2020, the average days on the market was only 21 days compared to November 2019 when the average days on the market was 38 days. As you can see, that's a huge decrease, which means that demand for properties is at the highest. Lastly, the median sales price increased in 2020 by 15%, which is the largest increase ever. Conclusion of number 2 category is that real estate market is on fire. Let's look at number 3 category, which affects real estate market, and it is economy. With the vaccine coming out, the hopes for recovery in our economy are very high. But what's very high as well is unemployment rate. Another alarming information is that Americans are spending far less on their credit cards than they did prior to March 2020. On the other side, stock market recovered really well.
Stocks only go up.
And Dow Jones hit all-time high in December 2020. Conclusion of number 3 is that economy seems to be the weakest link of the chain of 4 categories which affects real estate market, and we will have to wait for 2021 information and latest developments. Number 4 category is government policies. The most important piece of information came out recently on December 27, 2020 from CDC and President Donald Trump. It states that all the evictions will be postponed until January 31st, 2021. Another good news is that second stimulus check was approved and is coming out. There's one more thing I would like to address in this video. Many people are calling out another real estate market crash in 2021. They're saying that there will be a lot of foreclosures coming out on the market due to inability of owners to pay for their mortgages.
I said, hold up.
What they don't tell you or don't know is that the average time for foreclosure process from start to finish takes about 2 years. And of course, it depends on many factors, one of them being state laws. So for example, in Indiana, the average time is the longest out of the whole United States, and it takes about 1,633 days to finish the foreclosure process, opposed to Virginia, where the process takes about 201 days.
Basic conclusion.
With all this information from 4 categories which affects real estate market, it is safe to say, in my opinion, that we will not see any major pullback first 6 months of 2021. With that being said, I am still looking for great rental properties as well as flip properties, and if you are interested how I cash flow $450 each month from one of my properties, you can watch my video up here. If you think that this video was helpful or interesting to you, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and don't forget to smash that like button. Until next time, aloha!